AM 1230 KXOL Centro.
I'm Omar Reese with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Niners beat the Cardinals 38-10 on Monday Night Football at Estadio Azteca in Mexico City. Jimmy Garoppolo throwing for 228 yards and 4 scores, including 2 to George Kittle and 2 to Brandon Ayuk. Deebo Samuel adding a 39-yard rushing touchdown as San Francisco moves to 6-4 and first in the NFC West with a tiebreaker over Seattle. Meanwhile, Kyler Murray missed his second straight game with a hamstring injury as Arizona falls to 4-7. The Broncos waiving running back Melvin Gordon. He fumbled 5 times this season for Denver. And Bears quarterback Justin Fields suffered a left shoulder dislocation in Sunday's loss to the Falcons, according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. The Falcons placing tight end Kyle Pitts on IR. He is believed to have suffered a torn MCL, according to Rappaport. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Did you hear about Taco Bell's apology? Yeah, they apologized for going too far with their breakfast. Like the naked egg taco and chicken biscuit nachos? It was too much. All you need in the morning is tasty, simple food. Like the breakfast crunch wrap. Fluffy eggs, melty cheese, sausage, crispy hash browns, wrapped in a warm tortilla. Or, as some call it, a breakfast crunch thing. Grab one today, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell stores during breakfast hours only until 11 a.m. while supplies last. Contact local store for hours and participation, which vary.
This Black Friday, where do prices dropping mean upgrade your home shopping? Lowe's actually. Save big this holiday on some big home appliances, like a limited time Samsung bespoke laundry pair. Was $2,898, now $1,719, for a total savings of $1,179. Black Friday is here. Don't miss out on savings for the season and deals to get your whole home ready at Lowe's. Home to any possibility. Offer valid through 11/23. Exclusion supply. See store for details.
Well, happy Tuesday, 22nd day of November, 2022. I'm Carroll. In the newsroom, Gene Brister. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, Carroll.
Are you looking for a bargain?
A bargain, always.
Okay. The furniture of French Queen Marie Antoinette is up for auction. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A 250-year-old chest of drawers owned by the 18th century queen could fetch up to $1 million. And her cushioned armchair could be worth over $200,000.
What
now,
a deal.
Here's the kicker. Unlike IKEA, the buyer doesn't have to worry about putting it all together.
That's right. It's already put together.
Yeah. What a deal, huh?
That is a deal.
Yeah.
Really. Now, you could pay a little more money if you need some instructions or anything on how to open special doors or,
Sure.
something like that.
That's all available.
Yeah. For a price.
I wonder if it's Scotch guarded.
I don't know. I wonder if it's been sprayed with, what's the paint that it's not Armor All, but the paint that you spray on
lacquer
out of a can.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, that would help protect it.
You certainly would. That and Scotch Guard. We got it made.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. And Velcro to boot.
Yeah. Okay. Some people may not be aware, but our morning news like this, we're on YouTube. And, we're not live on YouTube because we have to edit out mistakes. But it'll be available on YouTube, so you can let family know out of the Valley that, hey, they can keep up with the Valley News by tuning in to our KXO YouTube channel, and it's free.
And it's not YooHoo, it's YouTube.
You got it. Yeah. Now, one of the reasons I mentioned that is, our technical director for YouTube is Kurt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this time of year, Kurt is exceptionally busy. Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of people do not realize, but Kurt Huffman was in the movie Elf. And you look at the scene in Santa's workshop, he's the third elf on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not the right, but the left.
And this time of year, Kurt's very busy picking up side gigs, working at malls, in parades, and doing commercials and, movies as an elf.
All of that stuff.
Yeah. So
yes,
I just wanted to, Kurt gets really, really busy. So,
Oh, I thought you were going to say Kurt gets really cranky.
Well, Kurt's always
Because
cranky,
he's
but that's
busy,
beside the point. Okay. Anyway, are you ready for some birthdays?
Birthdays we will have.
Okay. Terry Gilliam of Monty Python is 82. Actor Tom Conti, 81. Singer Jesse Colin Young of the Youngbloods. We just played the Youngbloods, 81. Actor Tin Lin Tucci is 71. Singer Lawrence Gowan of Styx, 66. Actor Richard Kind. You may not know the name, you would know the face. He's 66. Actor Jamie Lee Curtis, 64. Actor Mario Hemingway, 61. Actor Stephen Jeffries, 58. Actor Nicholas Rowe, 56. Actor Michael Kenneth Williams is 56. Actor Mark Ruffalo, 55. Actor Scarlett Johansson, 38. Actor Jamie Campbell Bower is 34. Actor Alden Ehrenreich is 33. Actor Dacre Montgomery, 28. Actor Mackenzie Lintz, 26. Local birthdays coming up.
Volunteers with Hacienda Scholarship Fund once again will be providing a Thanksgiving dinner to the less fortunate people in the Imperial Valley. You can pick up your meal at Hacienda Snack Bar, 941 K Street in Brawley. They'll be doing a drive-through from 11 to 1 p.m. 4 meals per vehicle, please. Hacienda Scholarship Fund is a nonprofit organization that helps our youth of Imperial Valley and events like this. To donate, you can call 760-344-5542. That's 344-5542. Or stop by Hacienda Snack Bar.
We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Mary Helen Dolente, Sofia Solario, Sergio Garcia, Rosario Subnet, Jaden Taylor, Rosa Romero, Eddie Esparza, Monica Barrientos, Esther Settle, Jesse Obeso, Saul Armenta, Valerie Lau, David Matthew Chavez, and the leader of the band, Patrick Yanni. Happy birthday. Okay. Those are the birthdays. Preparations continue for Thanksgiving. A reminder from AM 1230, take the turkey out of the freezer now.
I'd wait till tomorrow morning.
Okay. Okay.
You want it to be, remember the key word is fresh.
Yeah, okay.
That's the key.
Freshly frozen and hopefully.
Well, you can heat it up. You know, defrost.
Yeah, or build a fire in the backyard.
You could do that too.
Yeah.
And boy, would that not give you the real true feeling of a pioneer.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, well, and you could stuff it with s'mores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, I think so. Turkey and s'mores.
S'mores and turkey.
Yeah.
What better thing?
And then the problem comes in, what kind of wine do you drink with turkey and s'mores?
Yeah, and what comes first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, well. Okay, are you ready for news?
We've got some.
We've got a look at World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal Lock. They are your year-round comfort specialist.
News brief. The holiday travel rush is on. We're already seeing packed roads and crowded airports, even with the price to fly sky high.
Our family lives all over. We have some in Ohio and we got some in Arizona. And so it's just expensive whichever way we go. And it's not fun to try to navigate that when you just really want to see your family.
53-year-old Bradley Rain's been arrested and charged with reckless homicide after crashing his SUV into an Apple store near Boston. This woman's brother is the store manager.
I'm devastated for those people that are so injured and to that one poor soul that's no longer here.
A rail strike could happen after the largest railroad workers union rejected a labor deal.
It was profits above all else. Every quarter, they wanted to lower their operating ratios so they could please Wall Street, and they did not worry about pleasing their employees. I think a day of reckoning is coming.
Union Rep Jeremy Ferguson. CBS News Brief. I'm Stacey Lynn.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. We're hearing from the driver who hit 25 law enforcement recruits out for a run last week in Whittier. 22-year-old Nicholas Gutierrez says it was an accident.
Just apologies to what happened. It wasn't intentional.
He says he fell asleep while behind the wheel of his vehicle. Gutierrez says he has nothing against law enforcement, and some of his family members are in the profession. Los Angeles County firefighters are on the scene of a huge fire at a large commercial building in Huntington Park. The building's roof has collapsed. No injuries have been reported. Cause of the fire is unknown. While the holiday shopping season is getting underway, the Elk Grove Police Department has launched its Safe Shopper program. Spokesperson Christina Gonzalez says both uniformed and undercover officers will be on patrol at shopping centers.
We're going to be out there. We're going to be patrolling all the stores, whether they're in plain clothes or in regular clothes. You're not going to know who's what or what's where. So don't do anything that you don't want to get caught doing.
Steve Clausen, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, you call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Dell Technologies Black Friday event has arrived with select deals on top tech to power business productivity. The savings start now with up to 50% off select performance business PCs powered by 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, including free shipping on everything. Call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL for Black Friday deals. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
In 2022, Lowe's is supporting 100 projects across 40 states and Washington, D.C. to restore and revitalize spaces that serve as the hubs and heartbeats of communities, including neighborhood housing, parks, community centers, and much more. Each year from 2022 through 2026, Lowe's Hometowns will complete nearly 1,800 community impact projects across the country, a $100 million investment in the communities it serves. Find details of every Lowe's Hometowns project and their progress on Lowe's.com/hometowns and at #Lowe's Hometowns on social media.
And it's page one of the local news, page one of service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors, at the Imperial Valley Mall, and at the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Tuesday morning. A Nyland resident, 29-year-old man, puts up a fight. George Gale explains.
He was finally taken into custody. Imperial County Sheriffs received a call at 5:23 Sunday evening. There was a domestic disturbance at an island residence. When deputies arrived, they found the suspect had fled the scene. Suspect, identified as Conrad White of Nyland, was located, but he refused to pull over in his vehicle. Pursuit ensued. Officials say White was again located at the Circle K store in Calipatria. Deputies made contact, but the suspect attempted to flee again. There was a struggle during which White was observed in possession of a firearm. Firearm was discharged, and White was disarmed and taken into custody. A deputy reportedly suffered minor injuries in the scuffle. No other injuries were reported. White was booked into county jail on charges of violation of a court order, reckless driving, felony evading in a motor vehicle, felon in possession of a firearm, attempted escape, and battery on a peace officer. Anyone with video or any other information on this incident is asked to contact the County Sheriff's investigators or the Investigation Division. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A family event in El Centro. It'll happen tonight. That's November the 22nd. It is a free event. El Centro Parks and Recreation will host the Movie Night Under the Stars. It'll be held at the Plank Park. That's at 2840 Winsley Avenue in El Centro from 5 till 10 p.m. Food and refreshments will be available for purchase. The movie, Minions, The Rise of Gru, starts at dark. Bring your lawn chairs, and you probably ought to bring a blanket, too, to keep warm. KXO News Time coming up to 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires, guaranteed. We're talking the finest names in tires: Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlap, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. Check the prices, then talk to your Quick Lane service advisor. He will give you the best price, guaranteed. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Continuing with more local news, the County Board of Supervisors will hold an off-site meeting today. Here's George Gale with more on that story.
The board will meet this evening. The off-site meeting, it will be held in Westmoreland in the multi-purpose room of the elementary school. School is located at 200 South C Street. The board will not hold a morning meeting. They will go into closed session at 5 p.m. At 6 p.m., the supervisors will adjourn into open session with public comments. On the action agenda is discussion on the status of the Salton Sea Renewable Resources Specific Plan. County Fire Chief Alfredo Estrada Jr. will discuss the collaboration with the Westmoreland Fire Department. The County Executive Officer Miguel Figueroa will ask the board for board action on the selection of Reliance Public Relations Incorporated to provide strategic planning and facilitation services to update the 2020 strategic plan and the agreement for completion of the strategic plan. Planning and Development will host a public hearing to consider a general plan amendment proposing a seismic and public safety element update to the general plan for the Imperial County. Final off-site meeting of the year will be held on December 6th in Brawley by the County Board of Supervisors. Also meeting tonight is the Calipatria City Council. The council will discuss a professional services agreement with the Holt Group Incorporated for city engineering and city planning services. For more information on these and other local news stories, go to the KXO website. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Pioneers Museum Holiday Tour is back. Imperial County Historical Society is inviting everyone to attend. It's Saturday, December the 3rd, the Pioneers Museum Holiday Tour. It will be the first since the pandemic began. They say it is a great way to get into the holiday spirit at this fun family event. It'll run from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Pioneers Museum on Ayton Road across from Imperial Valley College. Admission is $10 for adults and $5 for children under 12. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Nope, that's it for page one of the local news. Page one is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Before you head out on that holiday road trip, head into Quick Lane. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
This Thanksgiving, don't let high food prices gobble up your budget. Your neighborhood grocery outlet is here to help. This week, get an in-store coupon for $21 off a savory Jenny O frozen turkey with a minimum $50 purchase. That's as low as 53 cents a pound with coupon. Enjoy family and friends and save money for your holiday shopping. Visit groceryoutlet.com for this week's ad or see store for details.
Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
It's page two of the local news and weather, brought to you by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
Continuing with more local news this morning, there is a big jump in active cases of COVID-19. Here's more on that story.
The latest report on COVID-19 cases in Imperial County were reported Friday. The numbers were released by the County Public Health Department. Those numbers indicated 366 active cases of the virus in Imperial County. This is a way up from the 203 cases reported the week before. There were 112 cases reported in Calexico, 81 cases reported in El Centro, and 61 COVID-19 cases reported in Brawley. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention is highly recommending residents get the new booster vaccine, especially the elderly and others vulnerable to the virus. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Here's another unofficial election results update, the November 8th general election. The unofficial update includes all polling place voters and vote-by-mail ballots received on or before Election Day. This is not a final tally of all ballots. As of today, there are approximately 1,800 unprocessed ballots. Included in the figure are 1,620 provisional ballots, 41 conditional voter registration ballots, and 125 ballots that require further review. After today, the registrar's office will post the next unofficial results update after all the provincial ballots and pending ballots are tallied. Due to the upcoming holidays, this is expected to take about a week. And finally, October's unemployment rate has been published. These numbers were released by the labor market, and here is that story.
The latest report is for October. The numbers were released by the Labor Market Information Division of the Employment Development Department. According to the latest report, Imperial County unemployment rate for October is exactly the same as it was in September. The jobless rate is at 16.2%, unchanged from September, and below the year-ago estimate of 16.9%. This compares to the unadjusted rate of 3.8% for California and 3.4% for the nation during the same period. According to the October report, there were 11,500 eligible workers unemployed in Imperial County out of a labor force of 70,700. Imperial County continues to have the highest unemployment rate in the state. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Imperial Valley Business Resource Center is a one-stop shop for business development. We provide a complete roadmap to success for startups, entrepreneurs, and small to medium-sized businesses. Our in-house services include startup assistance, workforce development, manufacturing assistance, site selection, access to capital, accounting, cash flow management, permitting assistance, government contracting, international trade, incentive analysis, and more. Contact IVBRC today at 760-353-8332 or visit ivbrc.org to get started.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says mainly tranquil and dry conditions will prevail through the upcoming weekend. Day-to-day temperatures will continue to run around seasonal normals, with partly cloudy skies today becoming mostly clear starting tomorrow. A passing weather disturbance is expected to result in breezy conditions for Thursday, Thanksgiving Day. 72 the high yesterday, 39 the overnight low. Today, cloudy through mid-morning, then gradual clearing. Look for a high near 73. West wind around 5 miles an hour, becoming north in the afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 45. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming south-southwest in the evening. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 75. Light wind becoming north about 5 miles an hour. Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, will be sunny with a high near 73. North wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. And right now downtown, 48 degrees, 36% relative humidity, wind out of the west 7 to 10 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather, a service of the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here. don't worry about a Christmas gift for the family back east, because the Peanut Patch is here. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. A great variety of gift packs that you can ship anywhere in the universe to your friends and loved ones. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. You'll find homemade chocolates. You'll find fresh English toffee made from scratch. Pecan turtles made from scratch. You'll love their yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, and almonds. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. And again, they have their own post office. They will ship anywhere. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Now, how do you get there? Well, Google the Peanut Patch in Yuma, and you'll get directions. It's easy, and you're going to love spending some time at the Peanut Patch looking around. Find them on the web, the World Wide Web, thepeanutpatch.com. That's thepeanutpatch.com. It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network. Log on to pmht.org for more information about Pioneers. Monday Night Football. The 49ers dominated. They beat the Cardinals 38-10 in Mexico City. And Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, we've got a triple header on AM 1230. We start early with the Bills and the Lions, followed by the Giants and the Cowboys, and then the Patriots and the Vikings. That ought to be enough football for you. NBA action, the Cavaliers clobbered the Hawks 114-102. Pacers beat up on the Magic 123-102. Bulls bullied the Celtics 121-107. Bucks beat the Trailblazers 119-111. Timberwolves topped the Heat 105-101. Pelicans embarrassed the Warriors 128-83. Knicks topped the Thunder 129-119. And the Clippers over the Jazz 121-114.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Well, the World Cup underway, and yesterday, Wales and the USA, they tied 1 each. Saudi Arabia upset Argentina 2-1. And coming up today, Mexico and Poland, France and Australia, as the World Cup continues. And the Broncos waived running back Melvin Gordon on Monday after he fumbled Sunday, the fifth time he fumbled this season. In overtime, the Raiders beat the Broncos, and Gordon, they just can't hang on to the football. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care.
Kokopah Casino and Resort wants you to dig in and win big in November. Every Tuesday and Saturday between 4 and 8 p.m., one winner will be drawn every hour for their chance to win up to $2,000 cash. You can even find all 3 gold bars to win the Gold Rush. Earn entries now by playing your favorite slots or table games with your rewards card. See the Rewards Club for details. Dig in and win big at Kokopah Casino, South Highway 95 in Somerton.
Financial news and weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live-scan fingerprinting to the public. Well, America is facing a possible rail strike in 2 weeks after the largest union rejected the labor deal. Yeah, it could be crippling. The rank-and-file members of the nation's largest rail union, which represents the industry's conductors, rejected a tentative labor deal with freight railroads. The nation's second-largest rail union, which represents engineers, ratified its own contract, but the failure of the conductors to ratify their deal is a setback in efforts to avoid the strike. Well, as Meta and Twitter/staff, TikTok continues to hire. TikTok, the short-form video app, remains committed to its goal of hiring nearly 1,000 engineers at its Mountain View office. The specific hiring target is related to the company's goal of ensuring U.S. user data is overseen by a team based in the U.S. amid scrutiny in Washington due to its parent company ByteDance's ties to China. What's shaking on Wall Street? Well, the Dow up 278 points at 33,977. The S&P 500 up 29 at 3978. The NASDAQ up 52 points at 11,076. Gold up $3.50 an ounce. Sell the fillings. And oil up $1.67 a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Expect cloudy skies through mid-morning, then gradual clearing. Look for a high near 73. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north this afternoon. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 45. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming south-southwest in the evening. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 75. Light wind becoming north about 5 miles an hour. Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, will be sunny with a high near 73. North wind 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. 52 degrees, 32% relative humidity, wind out of the west 5 to 7 miles an hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
They have great weekday specials.
I like the friendly environment, the friendly staff, the cold beer, and the best weeks in town.
Burgers and Beer. What I like about Burgers and Beer, the menu. Everything on the menu is great. I'm working my way through the menu. My favorite thing right now is the grilled tuna chipotle sandwich. That's what I had yesterday, and it was delicious.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
Sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. A 53-year-old man who crashed his SUV through the front window of an Apple store near Boston is now charged with reckless homicide by motor vehicle. He'll be arraigned today. One person was killed, at least 16 injured. Kathleen Leon-Bruno's brother manages the store.
I'm devastated for those people that are so injured and to that one poor soul that's no longer here.
That person is identified as 65-year-old Kevin Bradley of New Jersey. The 22-year-old accused of killing 5 people and wounding 17 at an LGBTQ nightclub in Colorado Springs is facing murder and hate crimes charges. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, one of the first openly gay cabinet members, tells CBS News.
There has always been a relationship between the social and political demonization of a group and that group's vulnerability to being physically attacked.
An Army veteran who helped tackle and disarm the shooter credits his military training for his quick action. Thanksgiving travel is roaring back after a pandemic lull. Correspondent Chris Van Cleve is at O'Hare Airport in Chicago.
Thank you for flying United.
Helping passengers avoid shocks has Edwin Gonzalez at work by 3 a.m. He logs 10 miles of walking a day, making sure the check-in process goes smoothly.
Helping here, stopping here, helping the customers, calling me for the machines.
And before anyone's nonstop pushes back from the gate, twins Corey and Courtney Wimberly are making sure their bags go with them. Working this Thanksgiving will be a family affair.
Does it make working the holiday a little better that you guys get to do it together?
Way better. Work out here and have some fun and get the job done.
An appeals court says some Georgians can head to the polls in a few days to cast ballots in the Senate runoff election between Republican Herschel Walker and Democrat Raphael Warnock. Here's CBS's Ed O'Keefe.
Courts have blocked attempts by the state to not allow voting on the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Some counties in Georgia are going to permit early voting as early as this Saturday. Otherwise, early voting begins next week. Republicans are helping raise big money. The one big name now that we know is involved in this is former President Barack Obama, who's heading back to campaign with Warnock next week.
A stunning upset for Argentina at the World Cup.
Putting one up. Alois came out late, but he got a piece. Cleared up the line. We're in scramble mode, frantic mode, playing it in.
Superstar Lionel Messi and his teammates outmatched by Saudi Arabia 2-1. One data company projected Saudi Arabia had only an 8.7% chance of winning. This is CBS News.
This hour's newscast is presented by Rocket Mortgage. When you need cash out of your home and a simple way to get it, Rocket can.
People who come to Cricket stay with Cricket. Why is that? Well, if you ask someone with one of the latest and greatest phones from Cricket, they might tell you it's because of the amazing phones. Like the new iPhone 14 that lets you capture stunning photos in low and bright light. Plus, they'd probably tell you about the fast nationwide 5G included with all plans that lets you stream, text, talk, and more, all at 5G speeds. Yeah, they might mention something like that. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Cricket 5G is not available everywhere. Fees, terms, and other restrictions apply. See cricketwireless.com for details.
The ketchup-stained cuffs from burger night. The dirt-streaked sweatpants from Tuesday's boot camp class. Not to mention the sorting. We get it. You don't have to love laundry to love Arm & Hammer Plus OxyClean. Now concentrated with 2 times the powerful stain fighters versus the leading bargain detergent, so it can reach microscopic stains for a deep, hygienic clean. Laundry will always be laundry, and with a little help, you'll crush it. Arm & Hammer, more power to you.
Ukraine has begun evacuations from cities most affected by Russian attacks.
7.8 million Ukrainians have already fled their country. 8 million have been displaced within it. And now, with an estimated 10 million without power after Russian strikes on civilian infrastructure.
We expect 2 to 3 million more people to leave their homes in search of warmth and safety.
The World Health Organization's Hans Kluge warning that this winter will be a battle for survival for many in Ukraine. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
007's weighing in on the most American of holidays. 3 years after becoming U.S. citizen, British native Daniel Craig says Thanksgiving's his favorite. He tells Stephen Colbert.
I do understand Thanksgiving. It's about giving thanks, as far as I understand.
While he'll be heaping turkey and cranberry sauce on his plate this Thursday.
How do you feel about stuffing? I think it's an abomination.
Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Who's the honcho around here?
Carroll Buckley.
I am. Where are you?
Carroll Buckley.
You broadcast me out on the radio. 12:30.